everyone, it's Mrs. Alonso. Happy Monday. We miss you all terribly and hope you're doing well at home, staying safe, having fun, and getting some learning done as well. I am going to quickly go through the virtual learning calendars that Mr. Santola posted on our Schoology pages. So if you go to our Grade 7 Rocks, the Class of 2025 page, at the very top of that page, you'll see the virtual learning planner. If you click on that, there's 2 printable PDFs. If you're like me and you don't have a printer at home, you can kind of make your own version on a plain piece of paper, but I'm going to use what Mr. Santola posted to guide me. So it's Monday through Friday, and you look here, this one goes by subject, so you can choose, okay, on Monday I'm going to do, let's see, what does it start with here? ELA assignment 1. Tuesday, I'm going to do ELA assignment 2. Wednesday, I'm not going to do ELA, I'm going to do math and social studies. And Thursday, I'm going to do science. And Friday, I'm going to do a little bit more math and some literacy. So that's a good way to break it up. The other way Mr. Santola posted was the time of day. And this one, instead of giving you specific subjects to break your day up, it just tells you morning, afternoon, and evening. I know a lot of you have different schedules. Some of you like to sleep in. If you're anything like me, most of your work gets done in the evening. So, there's some flexibility there. Obviously, you don't have to follow these exactly, but it's good to organize yourself with some sort of checklist or some sort of planner like this. So what I'm going to do is on my paper, I'm going to write my Monday through Friday days of the week, and I'm going to do morning, afternoon, and evening. So I'm not even going to write out the days. I just did little abbreviations, and then I'm going to do morning, afternoon, and then evening. So really, really simple. Okay. And I'm going to pretend to be, I dropped my card here, an Epsilon student. So I've asked our Epsilon teachers to add me to each of their courses. So I'm going to go through this as an Epsilon student. If you are a Delta student, obviously you would have some different assignments this week. So don't pay attention to the assignments, but more of the organization of it. So I'm going to click on my courses, just like you do. I have a ton of courses because I'm added to a lot of different people's Schoology page here. So the first one I'm just going to do is I'm going to scroll down and find Science 7, and it's going to be the Pogba, I think it's a soccer player, class. And so if I find Science 7, here I am. It's Mrs. Horner's class. If this is not your class, I think she's still posting the same stuff for other classes as well, as long as you're not in accelerated. So I'm going to click on that. Click on the distance learning folder. Oh, look at that cute picture. She misses you. And then 420 to 424, biodiversity and ecosystem services. So Mrs. Horner gives a great overview of this week. I would recommend watching these if your teacher posts them at all. It's awesome that she does that. I'm not going to watch it right now just for the sake of time. Agenda. So she gives you a checklist. Look at that. 3 different things. So biodiversity YouTube clip. Read it, read passage and answer 4 questions. Upload a Word document, respond to a discussion, upload poster to discussion. So that's all you're doing here. So really it's, if you want to even break it up, is to 1 10-minute video and then respond to a discussion. Read a passage, answer questions on a Word document. Reading and poster, and upload your poster. So I'm going to split this up just into 3. And so I really like science. I want to do it first. So I'm going to do on Monday morning, I'm going to do the YouTube clip and I'm going to respond to the discussion. So I'm writing YouTube and discussion science. I'm going to put a little square around it so I know that's one assignment. And it says 10 minutes there and then 15 minutes on the other one. I might as well just get both of those done in one shot. So I'm going to do science, reading, and questions. Put a square around it. That's another assignment. The ecosystem services reading and poster, that's a longer one. Maybe I'll do that on Wednesday to give myself a break. So science, poster. Okay, so I have Monday morning, I have 2 science things, Wednesday morning I have 1. That will literally get me through all of science this week as long as I can cross off those boxes. I'm going to go back to my courses. I'm done looking at science. Next I'm going to look at English. So I'm going to scroll down to English 7. I'm going to find English 1071 1020. That should be Mrs. Welch. Awesome. So she has her week 4 posted right here. Without even clicking in the folder, I know that I have to do 6 things for Mrs. Welch. I have to respond to a flip grid. I have to check my lyrics assignment with the key, a rhyme scheme assignment, reading directions, 10 minutes reviewing poetry terms on the Quizlet, complete a journal prompt, and take a poetry assessment. And I can take that as many times as I want until I've reached 100. So right there, I might do that on Thursday, the poetry assessment. But let me do the other things first. So I am already doing 2 things Monday morning for science. And she said that was going to be 10 and 15 minutes. So maybe in the afternoon, and I'm not going to put anything for the evening. So maybe in the afternoon, I'm going to do a little bit of English. So I'm going to do English flip grid. I'm going to put a box around that. And I'm going to do Tuesday. Maybe I'll make my afternoons all English. So I'll check the key, check the lyrics again on Monday for English. And if you're doing the morning, afternoon, night, just make sure you put the subject with what you're writing, or else it's not going to make sense. You could color code it too if you want. The rhyme scheme, I'm going to do Tuesday, rhyme, English. Poetry terms, English, I'm going to do Wednesday afternoon. And I'm also going to do the journal prompt, English. And Thursday, I'm going to take the poetry assessment. There we go. So all of my English stuff is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 things. I didn't even open the folder to do that. Obviously, once you go in, you want to open the folder. I'm going to go back to my courses. Notice how I'm focusing on core courses first. That doesn't mean the other courses are not important, but that core learning, you want to block off your time for that first, just in my opinion. So that was English. I'm going to check that off my list. I'm going to social studies next. Social studies, 720-2071. That should be Mrs. McLaren. She puts a weekly message. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like she will be posting that tomorrow. Let me go on 413. So this was last week. It looks like 1, 2, 3 things. Okay, so 3 1, watch Mr. Brett's Women's Suffrage. 2, complete day 1. 3, complete day 2. So it looks like even though there's 2 days, it looks like about 3 days of work. Let's see here. I'm going to go back a little. So the good news is you've been taking your courses with Miss McLaren literally this whole here, 3rd quarter units. Manifest Destiny, Constitution in Action, days 1 through 6. Okay, so it looks like these are pretty laid out. I'm going to say I'm going to spend 3 days on social studies since it's not posted. I'm still going to block off time in my schedule. So I have Tuesday, Thursday open in the morning. So I'm going to do social studies and social studies. And looks like I'm doing that on Friday, social studies. So I just added 3 days of social studies. Honestly, you could do this. As long as you know how many days you need to spend on it, you don't even have to write the assignments. Make it even easier on yourself. Depends on what type of person you are. Okay, so back to my courses. I'm done with social studies. I'm on to math. Math. LM. Math 7. Okay. And this week of April 20th is posted as well. This is Mrs. Stein's. There's video instructions. And then what they did is, this is a new thing starting last week. You have to click and do these things in order. There are suggested days to do them. So Monday, watching the video instructions and the volume of a cylinder quizzes. Tuesday, video notes and volumes of cones assignment. Wednesday, video notes and volumes of spheres. And then Thursday, Friday, real life. I'm going to stick with that because I just like that they laid it out like that, pretty easy. And the real life assignment I can do Thursday or Friday, which I like. So since I only have English right now in my afternoon, I'm going to add math to my afternoon. So I have social studies and science in the morning and English and math in the afternoon. So I'm going to literally write what they did. So video and volume quizzes. Video, math. I'm going to put a square around it because that's one assignment. Volume quizzes. Tuesday, video, math, and cones assignment. We'll write for cones, math. Wednesday, video, math, and spheres, math. And then Thursday, Friday, I'm going to write it on Thursday. If I don't get it done Thursday, I just won't cross it off, and I'll have to do it Friday. So real life, volume, assignment. So now I have my core courses. Let me hear. Can I make myself full? Oh, look at that. Okay. It's mirrored. But Monday morning, science, science. Tuesday, social studies. Wednesday, science. Thursday, Friday, social studies. In the afternoon, I have English every day, Monday through Thursday. I have math every day, Monday through Thursday. Once I do something, I'm going to cross it off. Because I'll say, yep, I watched that video, and then I'm done with that. Obviously, submit what you need to submit online, but at least this will help you keep track. The only other thing you have are your exploratories. So don't forget that your exploratory people are posting assignments for you. I feel like we all look at the core first, but it's really important to do these and fit these in too. So I'm just going to